I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Go on through gritted teeth. We're still here. We're still here on the Just Joe Football Show. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. Big up to each and every one of you that subscribed to this channel, because yesterday we hit the magic number of 20k. There we go, 20k, gang. Let's go. 20k, 20k. We love it. 20k. 20k. You know what? As well, you know, I keep getting questions about like, oh, you know, now we go down to the championship. Does anything change? And all I've got to say is this, man.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
Come on, man. Let's go. We're here. Listen, it is what it is. Yeah, we're living on a prayer. I should have put that. We're halfway there. We are living on a prayer. Listen, we're here for Newcastle versus Leicester. I'll just quickly switch the graphic around. Let's go. Let me change this to this. There we go. Oh, do you know what as well? I went and put a bloody... Listen to this. I'll let you into a little secret. It's quite naughty, really. I went into the bookies to put my... I was only going to put £1 on some cards. And you know the machines they use? There was a tenner on it. So I thought, do I say, oh, nah, I'm using that tenner for my own bet. It's bad, isn't it? So I put Joel Linton, Bruno Guimaraes and James Maddison on yellow cards. Put the tenner on, left the shop sharpest. 46-1. I got home, checked the lineups. James Maddison's not even starting. He's been dropped. So that there is what you call karma, people. That is what you call karma. So it is what it is. But, oh, look, we've got a new member in the house. Big up to Anto Garland. Remember, you all can come a member of the Just Joe Football Show. What I'm going to do for you there, Anto, is just make you one of my moderators as well. Big up to you. There you go. Maddison not playing. That's what I'm saying. It's all a bit mad, isn't it? So it serves me right. It's what they call karma. It's what they call karma, isn't it? Karma, chameleon. They come and go. It's better than playing Duran, please, no more. Don't worry, Wolves let us down. They weren't hungry like the Wolves. Joe Linton's injured in the warm-up as well. Really? Oh, well, there you go. That is double karma. That is double karma, isn't it? Has that really happened as well? Sorry, I've not got the game on in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has. Well, there you go. Big up. Just came from the debrief. Good. I've just been listening to it myself. So Joe Linton's out anyway. So that bet, that is karma, isn't it? Of the highest order, that. Morris's birthday today. So yes, the Smiths. I can't do it now, but I don't mind a bit of the Smiths. It's a bit depressing. It's probably more like what we expect, isn't it? You know, yeah, we're about to get kickoff. I'll get to your comments in a sec. I'll get my money back. I'll get someone's money back. Let me just get the time on. Don't forget as well, folks, 10:15 after this game. I was going to call it the debrief then. The final word is back. We're underway in this game anyway, though, folks. See you natural.
And it's live.
Look, Leicester got a win, haven't they? I was thinking about this, you know, like what if Leicester win? Then obviously, I was thinking, right, as a fan, because I think we're getting relegated. But like, as a fan, would I rather Leicester go down or Everton? I think I'd rather Everton go down, you know. So a little part of me is like, go win Leicester. go and win. Do you know what I mean? Unless the bookies are watching your stream, yeah. I'll have Coral bursting through the door. Jamie Dixon says, I'm being told by my team news guy that it's looking really positive regarding. Yeah, I'm hearing good things as well. I'm hearing good things. Listen, I don't actually know what's going on with Rad Rosani, but he's over in Italy. He's over in Italy trying to buy Sampdoria with a consortium to stop them getting this. They'll get a points deduction if they do, for next season and all this. And he's over there. Like, that's just pure wash your hands of this football club. The fact that we basically, in effect, got relegated yesterday. And my man's already out in Italy buying a club. Mad, innit? Mad. But good riddance. Good riddance. And hopefully when the 49ers... This is what I'm saying. Yes, we're going to drop in the championship, yeah? I'm not buying into this thing that we, Bournemouth, and people keep saying me Bournemouth's there, but they're bogey club and that. But there's a goal difference to swing as well. There's a goal difference to swing round, which Leeds United haven't got the facilities for. I'm sorry, we're not going to beat Tottenham by 3 or 4.
I said we don't have the capacity.
Honestly, it's facts. I'm not talking about mind games. I'm just talking about facts.
It's a fact. I am not
as Rafa the Gaffer
playing mind games. I'm talking about facts.
There's a goal difference to swing. I mean, what is the goal difference? We're on minus 27. They're on minus 24. Yeah, like, it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Look, I think we will go down, right? I'm resigned now. It's took me till the 37th game to accept it. But the one thing I'm excited for in terms of like content and being able to cover Leeds United, it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. First and foremost, we're going to have new owners at the football club, right? Then we're going to have maybe a director of football or maybe not. Then we're going to appoint a new manager. Then there's going to be loads of player sales. Then there's going to be loads of player incomings. And we don't have to wait too long for the season to start because the championship starts earlier and we get 46 games. I was speaking to Benjamin Bloom yesterday and he was telling me the coverage is sound because you get a lot of iFollow, Red Button channels and that. And Leeds United, of course, are the feather in the EFL's crown, if you like. We'll be on every week. So nothing's going to change. Like Ars Ripper says, I hate saying that name, Ars Ripper. We're going, we're going to get 46 games and we do need a clear out. There's the opportunity to do it. And, we rebuild. Of course, I'd rather rebuild it in the Premier League, but it's not going to happen, is it? We've had a super chat come in from Toby Ward who says, I'm glad I'm hearing good stuff about 49ers. Yeah, it looks like that's on. Newcastle could be in here. Remember, Newcastle will confirm Champions League football today, I believe. There's 3 points difference. So, they'll be fine. Who is the best player we could keep next season? Probably Max Vober stays, I think. I think Max Vober will stay. If we look at the squad, I'll tell you what, I'll get it up. Bamburn, header, chance, brought down by Shah. Let me just get the Leeds United official site up and we'll have a look at the squad here. Just 1 second and we'll go through it because this is what we're going to have to do anyway. We're going to have to do videos like this in the summer. Keep, sell, buy, all that sort of stuff, There's going to be a lot of content. Nothing's going to change, as I said.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
Okay, so let me share my screen. Before I do, let me remind you all as well. I missed this at the start. My apologies, Bill. Our football prizes, of course. Football prizes sponsor the Just Joe Football Show and the watch-alongs. The Willie Non-Tour prize has expired and only 148 tickets were sold. So you've got a better chance of winning that if indeed you were involved. Is there a new Leeds United prize on the way out? There isn't as of yet. Do we have a Newcastle one or a Leicester one? We do have a Bruno Guimaraes signed and custom framed LED frame in terms of Leicester City. It doesn't look like there is one, but make sure you check out Football Prizes. Link is in the description. Here is tonight's lineup as well, folks. So Nick Pope, Byrne, Botman, Shah, Trippier, Elliot Anderson coming in for the injured, Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes and Sean Langstaff. And then a front three of Miguel Almiron, Alexander Isak and Callum Wilson. And for Leicester, as I say, two big absentees in Harvey Barnes and James Maddison. It's 5 at the back. So Castagna, Suter, Evans, Fass and Luke Thomas. Midfield 3 of Ndidi, Tielemans and Boubakary Samari. And then up top, you've got Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. Obviously, James Maddison not fit for the fight. Barnes not being up to it. Ali Anderson with a lovely ball to Isak. Tries to cross it back post for Trippier. It's going to come back in here from Elliot Anderson. Good player, Elliot Anderson, you know. Decent cross, but it is cleared. Right, let's have a look at this then. Let me know your thoughts in the chat as we go through this. This is the Leeds United squad. If we click on all players, I think 2 of them stay. Joel Robles will probably stay be our number 1 next season, and I'm okay with that. He's not on a lot of money. He'll probably get a wage increase if he is going to be the number 1, but it makes sense to keep Joel Robles and Christopher Claassen as your number 2. Ilian Melier will be sold, and I think we'll get a decent price for Ilian. In terms of defenders, Luke Ayling will stay, and I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people won't be, but listen, he got a year extension, and I think he's more than capable in the Championship. Junior Firpo, I think Junior will stay as well. I don't see clubs coming in for Junior unless he wants to leave, but, you know, Junior should be able to do a job in the Championship. Robin Flacid's look good in midfield, but he will be sold. He wants to play for Germany. He's not going to stick around. Cooper will stay, of course, much to the dismay of the majority of the Leeds United fan base. Diego Llorente will be gone. All that bottom line there stays for me. Okay, all that bottom line there stays. And I think that's okay. We still need improvements, but I think the majority of the defenders stay. Maybe Firpo will leave. There's been links to a left-back from Swansea in the last 24 hours that Leeds are looking at. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. But I think the majority of their defenders stay. Early yellow card there for Bruno Guimaraes. Fuming. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a red. That's got to be a red, you know. He's got to go. Bruno Guimaraes has got to go. If he doesn't go for that, then I'm calling fix. But that is Bruce. How's he only give a yellow? That is reckless as. Get that's a sending off. How is that not a sending off? They've checked it. That is insane. If I'm a Leicester fan, I would be fuming. That is a red card every day of the week. That is a red. How? That is a red. Nah, I don't care if he's only... That is a red every day of the week. I can't believe that's not being given that. Can you? That's a red, man. I'd be fuming if I'm Leicester City. I'm really interested to get the general consensus in the chat. That's a red, man. Yeah, Locks, 100%. I'm with you, bro. That is a red every day of the week, mate. I can't believe it's been checked and they've not given a red. Honestly, mate, I'd be raging because that's a red every day of the week, and that's insane. Is what I'll say to that. That is absolutely insane that that's not been given. Someone makes a good point in the chat. You know, if that's Casemiro, if that's Xhaka, they do get a red card, and that is true as well. That is true as well. Yeah, that's insane. Red, but it was too early in the game. It doesn't matter. I think that's insane that that's not been given. Let's have a look at the rest of the squad then. Forshaw stays. Brendan Aronson probably stays. Rocker probably stays, unless these players want to move on, of course. But I don't know. Cree will stay. Jack Harrison will be sold. 100%. Tyler Adams will go. Darko JB will stay. Sinistera will go. McKennie will go. Greenwood and Archie Gray will stay for me. Cooper, chance here. Longstaff, good feet. Oh, it's Anderson, sorry. Cooper was sent off for worse versus City in our first season back. Yeah, that, like, on the floor. I agree. Miggy Almiron cross, headed out by Wout Fess. Yeah, so you are right, mate. But like you say, it's Newcastle now, isn't it? Newcastle, top club. Vital, we don't want to make that decision. I don't know. I think it's a red every day of the week. In terms of strikers, I think they all could stay. Am I being crazy? I think maybe they'll look to sell Nonto. Rutter, I mean, maybe Rodrigo might want to move on, but I'd keep them. But we also need to supplement. I'm just looking at outgoings, of course, but I don't see the squad being gutted that much. Does anyone? I bet people will disagree with me, of course, but yeah, I don't say it's clinging on. Like, if they all moved, I'm cool, Jamie. I just think we sometimes, for me, there can be unrealistic expectations in terms of you can't just sell everyone. Like, it's not feasible that we sell everybody. I'm not sure. I listen to a lot of content. Everyone has different opinions, but yeah, we definitely need to supplement the forward line. Rodrigo potentially probably does go. Nonto, I'm not so sure. If we could maybe keep hold of him for one season and say, look, we gave you your opportunity. Because if we get a manager that's going to play football, someone like Nonto lights it up. Really, really lights it up. Just on Vobra as well, I don't think he's all that, you know. I don't think. I really don't think he's all that, but I just think he's come in and done so well in a short space of time because of the dross that we've got. I don't think he's actually all that. He's the best we've got, but he's the best of a bad bunch. No, Cine won't stay, bro. Sinistera will not stay at this football club. Nah, not for me. There'll be loads of clubs after him, regardless of his injury record, mate. The stats, the numbers, when he has played, if you can get him fit, he's a Premier League player or a top European player. He doesn't stay in the Championship. Not for me. Be interesting as well, like, if we have a look at my favourite site, just one sec, we'll get this up. I'm going to look at Copology, you see. We'll have a look at Leeds United. If we have a look at salaries. Some of these you have to take with a pinch of salt because the green tick means they've been verified. If they haven't got the green tick, then they've not. So this is the way that our squad looks in terms of, the value of their contracts, etc. We need to remember as well that we're told that quite a lot of the squad are on 50. Oh, what a ball! Oh, lucky Callum Wilson was nearly in then. A lot of the squad have a 50 to 60% wage reduction, but someone like Rodrigo could be moved on just because of his wage, and also he's had quite a profitable season in terms of in front of goal. So probably Rodrigo could move on. Jack Harrison will be sold. Actually, I've been told, and this person, I do I do really, really value their, what's the word I'm looking for? I know it's not BS information is what I'm saying. Chance Newcastle actually came off a Newcastle player. This person has connections to certain clubs. It doesn't matter, but this person's being told that apparently that Harrison has a 17 million release clause if we get relegated. Vauber has a 11 million pound release clause. And apparently Creswell's been touted out already to a few championship clubs. So, which I think's mad because I've been bring Creswell back, but I know this person has connections to a club, and yeah, we'll see. Jack Harrison though, 90k. I don't think it's that bad, Fraser. If I'm being totally honest, for a player that was, yes, Anto, it's a trusted source for sure. No, 17, Jack. 17, not 70. 17, sorry. 17 if we go down, which is, he's worth more than that, but you understand, don't you? He's probably signed that and said, listen, if we go down 70 million, 100%, Jack Harrison will be snapped up. Jack Harrison will be snapped up for 17 million. Weston McKennie, we know, is going to bail anyway. Bamford will stay. Bamford will stay. I'm not sure what happens with Rutter. That's been confirmed as well, that he's on that money. I think Cagey said the other day he sees him potentially being loaned out with a view to a permanent at a different club. Might be a good shout. I mean, see, this is what I'm saying. When you look towards the back end, these players stay because we can afford them to. You know what I mean? The mad thing is, as much as I agree for Asmus, I think he's okay in the Championship. I think Vauber, obviously, okay as well. Robin Koch will leave, but I think, you know, Rasmus and Vauber in the Championship is not that bad. But we'll see. I haven't, Sonny. No, you'll have to send it me. As long as it's nice, Sonny. If it's a bad one, then I don't want to see it, because I just knock all that shit off. I just block people, I mute stuff and that, because it's not good for the head. If I see something, I'm just like, boom, I'm gone. Question, Joy, is it not set? I believe it's 50 to 60. 50 to 60. It could be 70. That'd be great. If the 49ers come in, what do you mean? Will that change? I'm not too sure. I'm not too up. I did reach out to someone earlier to ask for some information, but they read my message and pied me. So I was a bit like, all right, okay. But that's okay. They're a busy person. But yeah, Jack, I agree with you as well. I think, you know, players like him, I think you've got to, the one player that I want to see given a chance over anyone else, and people will disagree, is Mateo Joseph. I really want Mateo Joseph to be given a chance, because I think it's, I think he's a bit of a special player for me. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love that. My top 3 Just Joe moment. Love that. What a legend. I'll drop him a follow for that. Yeah, I've seen it now, Sonny. Thanks for that. That's class. I'd love Nonto to stay as well. Perkins, I've not seen enough of, but I think I really want to see Mateo Joseph. I really want to see JB, Archie Gray. You know, the thing is as well, like, what we have to remember, and Brownie made this point, and I think it's a fantastic point. In the Championship playoffs, Cody Drama was at right back, who we deemed not good enough to play for our team. I think that's wrong. Although I was one of them that say, yeah, I believed all the propaganda, get him out, da-da-da-da. But he's in the final for Luton. You also had Joe Gelhardt leading the line for Southampton, Sunderland, who got to the semi-final. So if they're able to do that, then best believe Leeds United have a squad capable enough, I know others disagree, to bounce back with the correct manager and right additions. I genuinely believe this. This is not cap. I'm being serious when I say it. If you look at the squad, you could keep Robles, right? You could keep Ayling. I know, you know where everyone's got their favourites. Everyone's different. People want to sell them all, but I'm trying to be Luke Ayling, there's no point getting rid of. There is no point. He's played in the Championship. We gave him an extra year. He's your right back. He cooks in the Championship anyway. I don't think the level's all that now. You know, you had Michael Carrick going in at Borough, bottom end. They finished in the playoffs. I think we have a strike. Good save. So you got Luke Ayling. If you can keep Vobra, if he's got an £11 million release clause, then cool, let it go. Let him go for that and buy, you know, some Championship level or youngsters, get some youngsters in on loan. And I don't think we ever tapped into that market well enough either. You know, when you look at like how Derby did with loans, how Villa did with loans, we didn't use it to the best of our capabilities, Jack Harrison aside. But if you looked at that Derby side, for example, when they had Tomori, Harry Wilson, Mason Mount, you know, Aston Villa got Tammy Abraham, for example, on loan that season. What we need to be doing. Another chance here, Trippier lifts it in, looking for Elliot Anderson, but it's cleared. So, yeah, I think Vobra may be sold if that £11 million release clause is right. You know, Rasmus, I think maybe Firpo moves on, at which point we need to buy probably 2 left-backs because we don't have any. Midfielders need gutting. Like, the midfield definitely needs it. We can't just rely on JB and Gray. We need an old head in there. Forshaw's not going to be fit enough, so you have to bring in a midfielder, 100%. 2 even, because you could see Rocker, you could see McKennie. Well, we know McKennie's going, but Rocker's going to go potentially. Not that I don't know where he goes, probably in Europe. Wingers, you've got Somerville, I think, stays. Dan James, I think, will look to move on just because of the size of his contract in terms of what we're paying him. I don't think Fulham buy him, but I think we look to move him on. I mean, I'd love to keep Nonto. Nonto would kill it in the Championship. Can you imagine how good he'd be in the Championship? Who else is there? Jack Harrison's definitely moving. Trust me, Jack Harrison will be one of the first to go. People give him a lot of hate, but he's a top player, you know, when he's on it. And he's got goals and assists every season since we've been in the Premier League. And in a better side, he probably does better. You know, we went from playing football to not. The 3 managers, really, that have come in. And it's needs must. But Jesse Marsh never played football. Harvey didn't, and then Sam doesn't. So, you know, Jack's like, Almiron gets it caught under his foot. So, yeah, we need a couple of wingers as well. A couple of keyboards. Yeah, Melier will go for sure. Up front, as I say, Bamford will be there, but we still need another number 9. We still need another number 9. Folks, I'm just going to pop downstairs because the dogs are up here and I've left the back door open. So if you just give us 1 sec.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go anywhere.
Sorry, I'm muted. Louis Bate as well, yeah, maybe. Dale Howard says the youth nowhere near. enough already outside of drama. Drama's not coming back anyway, is he? Creswell, even Joffrey is overhyped. Won't ever score more than 5 to 6 goals in a season. Yeah, I think you've been a bit down on the potential of players like Archie Gray, Darko JB, Mateo Joseph, definitely, and Sonny Perkins. I think you've been a little bit harsh, but we'll see. We'll see. I hear what you're saying, Blinkerfish, but sometimes we have to be a little bit realistic because can't get rid of everyone, can we? Big up to One Rovers Vlogs, by the way, who says hit the likes and subscribe, people. Congrats on 20k, Joe. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks very much for that. Nah, never. I think the thing is with Gyökeres, he's already been linked to Wolves. They need a striker. Someone in the Premier League will take a gamble on him. Brighton could go back in for him even, but they're in Europe now, aren't they? So they'll look somewhere else. But yeah, he's not staying in the Championship for another. Right. So you've just headbutted the fucking desk, Marco. Out you go. You're going to hurt each other, man. Go. Oi. You just headbutted the desk, man. Stop it. Honestly, man. Did you see it thing? They're under the desk and it's got a bar. Headbutted the desk. Ticked, man. Honestly, sometimes. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Sean. Yeah, he's not staying, mate. His people have already said. Marco's doing his Zidane. Yeah, I would take Chuba Akpom. Yeah, 100%. Did you hear that bang temp name? Yeah, man, because it's got a bar. And then he's jumped up because they've gone like that and he's hit his head off the thing. Poof. Honestly. Mad heart there. Zidane apprentice. He is him. He's the one, man. Always Marco. It is Jennifer. You're right. Oh, man. Yeah, they do, actually. They do show more fight than... That's the thing. Yesterday was so bad, wasn't it? Just how poor it was. You know, and I said it in my post-match. And again, this is Jesse's fault, by the way. They are so unfit. I guess you seen Luke Ayling after the game. You seen Luke Ayling after the game saying, we're just not fit enough. We can't go again. You know, all that sort of stuff. Jesse just turned it all off. He just turned it all off. What you've got, yeah, Rebel Rune over on Twitch. Make sure you follow me over there. You're right, though, right? And the thing is, especially when you consider that West Ham played Thursday in a game that was very, very taxing. You know, it wasn't an easy game on Thursday that they played. I watched the game. We did it on our channel. And the way they just folded, and you know the fact that the players are saying, have coming out and said it, you know, yeah, exactly, Tashurna, exactly, mate. I'm watching Netflix and TED Talks. It's mad, isn't it? Cheers very much, Matt. Cheers very much. You don't need to be fit if you're powered by Gandhi quotes. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Ryan, they might as well not bother. They might as well not bother, mate. They shouldn't bother. Stay indoors, honestly. Stay indoors because it won't be nice. It won't be nice at all, I tell you. It won't be nice for them. So they might as well stay indoors. You know what I mean? It's true. Shit. Yeah, Gandhi made me do it. They're scared, man. They're bloody scared. Just really piss poor how bad it was, right? But this is the thing as well, though. The players are also culpable for that because they'd have enjoyed it. They'd have enjoyed not training and that. They'd have been like, oh, we're buzzing. Yeah. They take the foot off. They take as much blame. A lot of it's rotten anyway. It's rotten, innit? Well done, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, we're in the Football League anyway, aren't we? We're back after a 3-season hiatus. David, we're down, man. We're definitely down. Yeah, he was, James. He didn't name names, but I think, you know, if you read between the lines, basically, they just he said basically when we first came up, i.e. under Bielsa, people feared us, teams feared us for his constant running and his pressing and that. And now we can't do 2 halves of football. Just on the Jesse stuff, though, he said, didn't he? He said for Jesse, it wasn't about tactics and that. It was all about creating an environment. Mental. Yeah, it's just mental. So it is what it is. I'm just trying to mess about with something I want to share with you a minute. Andy, I disagree, mate. I think if it had come in earlier, I think if it had come in earlier, it would have been all right. I genuinely believe that. So if it had come in earlier, we'd be all right. We don't go to Bournemouth, for example, and get beat 4-1. You know, I watched the debrief, and Brownie said on there about, you know, how against West Ham, the only reason we conceded, you know, 3 and 4 is because we were going for the game, etc. If we didn't need to win that game, Sam would have not done that. You know, he made a lot of changes as well, and he was scathing as well towards them substitutes, by the way. He said, you want them to come in and you know, you want them to come in and make an impact, and none of them did that. And, you know, I think Big Sam will look at the squad. If Big Sam was to stay, which I'm not dead against, if I'm honest. I'm not asked. We need someone who's going to say, I want this, this, and this. He would do that. But I think the 49ers will look to bring in their own people. But, yeah, Andy, I hear what you're saying about 4 games left, not enough. But we might as well have rolled the Allardyce because we were going down under Grazia. We probably would have already gone under Grazia. So, yeah. Anyway, folks, I want to quickly share this with you. I'm going to put a link in the comments for you to have a look. But I'm just going to share this with you. So, as you know, last year, I did the Gary Speed Walk for charity. So basically, we walked from his hometown in Wales, the first football pitch he played at, where his plaque is. We walked all the way to Ellen Road. You could see me here, just on the far right, holding my Bielsa cup there. My Gary Speed cup there. So we walked 92 miles for charity, and we're doing it again this year. But this time we're walking from Goodison Park, because obviously Gary Speed used to play for Everton. So yeah, if you could all donate to the fundraiser, it'll be fine. We're just a little over 2 weeks away from doing it. I'm going to try create some content this time. I would have done last time, but my bloody phone broke, which I was fuming about. But yeah, we walked, over 100 of us walked 92 miles for Gary Speed, and we raised over £85,000 for mental health charities, Andy's Man Club being the big one, and also the Samaritans. So we're walking from Goodison Park, his boyhood club and destination after Leeds United, back to Leeds. So, and it's 92 miles again. So if you could donate, please do. The link is in the comments now. So if you could donate for me, that would be great. I hate that photo has me cut out. Yeah, David did it last year. I didn't realise it had it cut you out, mate. Sorry about that. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I didn't take the pictures, but yeah, D says I still feel we could get Iriola. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Vieira wouldn't be great. I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's all that at all, to be honest. Should have played for the draw yesterday rather than all the subs. Wouldn't have been end up world now. We had to win, Ryan. We had to win. It's easy with hindsight now to say should have played for the draw, but we had to win, man. We had to have our destiny in our own hands. You know, we can only play for 20 minutes, though. If you think back to good spells that this team have had this season, it's literally been about 20 minutes each time. Second half against Arsenal, played well against Chelsea, but that's right at the start of the season. As the season's gone on, the periods have got shorter and shorter with which we play well. If you remember, I remember saying it actually when Grazia was in. We played well first couple of games and then capitulated against Palace. Played well for about 15 minutes against Liverpool. And it's just got shorter and shorter. And yesterday we played well for the first 20 minutes. It's like we need to score 2 and then... But we don't. That's another thing. When we get in front, we sit off. People saying Rodgers not coming to a championship club. Not coming to a championship club. Neither's Potter. Yeah, I just don't trust the management team to get the appointment right, because outside of Bielsa, every single manager they've appointed has been wrong. Vieira is going to be better than anyone likely to get in the championship. Disagree, Jack. Vieira's not a good manager. He's had one decent season at Palace and he had Conor Gallagher. Outside of that, he's been rubbish. He was sacked when he was in France. He was at New York Red Bulls, was it? New York City, didn't do well there. I don't think. You might be able to tell me if you're an American. But genuinely, when I say, because I remember when he got the Palace job, I said Patrick Vieira would be the first manager sacked. As it turned out, he had a good season. But then they went 6 games or something without getting a shot on target. Trust me, Vieira, because it's Patrick Vieira, is the reason why people mention him. Not for me. I don't see him. He's not a good manager. Keep Big Sam, some say. Carlos Corberan, potentially, but that could have been earlier. I Speak Wale says the game, Joe, the game. Yeah. True. Joey made Conor Gallagher look good. No, Conor Gallagher is good. I've seen Conor Gallagher play for Charlton, for Swansea, for Palace, and now he's playing at Chelsea. He might move on. And trust me, Conor Gallagher's a good player. Yeah, NFC, look, Mark says, Forest fan in peace. Your squad is no worse than any in the bottom 6. Can't believe you. Yeah, exactly. Do you know how many points we got since beating you? 2. 2 points, mate. 2 points. Really, really bad. David Moyes when he leaves West Ham. I'd just keep Big Sam if we're going to go the David Moyes route. But yeah. Yeah, this is a story. Leeds are apparently keeping tabs on Ryan Manning, left back at Swansea. We'll have a look at some of the news stories. When the season's finished as well, folks, just to give you a heads up, when the season's actually officially done, that's when I'm going to start late night leads. So it'll be anywhere from like 10 to 11 p.m. each night, where we just cover all the latest news stories, round them off. I'm going to do that daily, late night leads, apart from if I've got something on, of course. But I will also go live throughout the day if certain things are happening, but then we'll still round it all off at the end of the night with late night leads. So that's going to be every night, yeah? Cross to come in now. Headed out. Leicester are defending pretty well, to be fair to them. What would this actually do for the... Oh, it's off the line. Chance. Oh, and again. Twice off the line, and Diddy. Leicester defending for their lives. They're showing a bit of fight. They're showing a bit of a fight. Research says Leeds won't get Manning Prem level and is free. That's the thing, innit? That's the thing. I'm just gonna have a look at the league table now. Actually, what this would actually do? Like, it would move Leeds into 19th. They've got a better goal difference than us, obviously. Leicester City. Leicester play West Ham as well. You know, Leicester might stay up. Wow, imagine that. If we go down, which I think we are, I'd rather Leicester stay up than Everton, to be honest. Get Everton down with us. Sorry, any Everton fans. But at least, this is what I'm saying, man. Leicester showing a bit of fight, eh? We're short. Chance. Headed out by Tielemans. Almiron beats Tielemans. Brendan Rodgers might surprise you, Joe. He's not going to go. Nah, he won't come to the Championship. Definitely not. Yeah. Brilliant. Imagine. One more game. No, I will do at some point, Steve. Yeah, I just don't know when. And it's all about funds as well, innit, mate? My God. It's expensive, bro. I say that, but I just love doing the content as well. Let's quickly share this. Hang on. 538 others, 94%. 94%, folks, of going down in not even in 19th place, man. Oh my days. Brutal, innit, really? 94% chance. Oh, it's off the post. Isak. Chances for Wilson and Isak. Pretty good fitness, says Joe. Do you hate Everton? I don't hate Everton, mate, but they have broken a lot of financial fair play stuff. So I think it's only fair. And if they do stay up, they'll probably get a reduction in points, and then everyone will be like, well, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? So here's what it up. No worries, Sam Wordingham. Big up. Big up. PHV says all Just Joe members will donate. Yeah, man. I mean, that'd go 20k years. If you all donated a quid, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Joe Believe Everton are awful at home in their last 6. No, man. They have a 25% chance of relegation at this point. We've got 94. Like, if Everton get a point, yeah, they're on 34, which means Leeds United would have to win and win by about 4-0. So, Jamie says, yeah, exactly. You know the score, bro. And for those asking what time I'm on, it's here. Can you see the time ticking there? It's there. Yeah, but it'll probably come next season, bro, when they're in the Premier League still. I think they're getting bought out anyway, aren't they? They're getting bought out. Yeah, so Everton have to lose and then we have to win. And then obviously you've got Leicester who still could be in with the shout, and Leicester play West Ham. Now, Leicester will show us how to beat a West Ham side that are on the beach. That's what I mean. We had it in our hands yesterday. I'm getting annoyed now. We had it in our hands yesterday and they've just fucking screwed it up. Really, really screwed us up. Pisses me off. Phil Hayes just tweeted. What's he had to say? Oh, it's just about yesterday's game and everything that's going on. Have you seen Arne Slot's going to go to Spurs as well? Slot's going to go to Spurs. Probably light it up. Everyone will be going, what a manager, what a manager, what a style and brand of football. That's what I mean. It's the same as players that we've been linked with, you know, that have gone on to be class. Joseph Gvardiol, all these players that, you know, Gakpo, that we won't actually just come up with the money for. Be the same with the manager situation, man. I'm telling you. Arne Slot will go to Spurs and boss it, and we'll be in the Championship. Oh, God. It is what it is. It just, yeah, I mean, that there's disgusting what happened to Vinicius Jr. And then he gets sent off. And listen, there might be, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination trying to paint England or the UK in an amazing light, because there's absolute idiots in this country who are racist. But it seems to me across Europe, it's just tenfold. It's just tenfold. It's mad. It's disgusting as well. And then he got sent off. It's mad. YDF 1919, thanks for the super sticker, bro. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Yeah, it could be worse. Imagine being a Sampdoria. Yeah. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. No, but Jack, please put context on this. Please put context on this. He pushed the guy away. They were all gripping him up and that. The goalkeeper went over. Like, don't try and defend that. I seen you try to defend the Bamford situation as well, man. Which just doesn't, it's just not cool. In my opinion anyway, so. Here's Isak. But do you know what, though? Vinny had the last laugh as he went off the pitch. Did you see him when he went like this? Clapping them, and he went, you, down, down. I was like, yeah, man, good lad. Good lad. Not that that atones for any sort of racist abuse. Owen, I did. I haven't finished it, though, because I didn't rate it. I turned off, Owen. I turned off. I thought it was going to be great, but, you know. Well, there you go, Jack. At least you you can admit that. That takes a bigger man to admit it where he's wrong, for sure. Newcastle are all over Leicester. They just can't seem to break them down currently, though. Let's have a look at the latest Leeds United rumours while we're here anyway. This seems to be the one doing the rounds, the main one anyway. I'll just pull it up for you. So it's... All right, okay. Just before I do, we'll just go through the super chat. Sean Healy says, who's on the last word? Don't know about the last word, but I can tell you who's on the final word, bro. And did he dispossesses Isak? Chance here, potentially. He gives it to Vardy. Vardy tries to roll sharp, but that's a good tackle. Me, Rocco, Joe, Kate, Luke. Max is on holiday. Don't know if Lucy will be there. I did send her a message, but I haven't heard back. And that'll be it, I think. Maybe Chris, but I haven't seen Chris or heard from him. But yeah, we'll be live at about 10:15, yeah? No, I like Matt Damon, bro, but I just didn't rate the film. Half-time in this game anyway. Right, so we'll just go through some of the Leeds United rumours. This is what we'll be doing on the late night Leeds stuff as well. So I'll just quickly share my screen with you. So this is the link to Ryan Manning, 26-year-old player of the season at Swansea. He's available on a free transfer. I believe Swansea have done their retained list and said that he will be moving on. And apparently we're eyeing a move regardless of what division we end up in. I don't know. Following Tottenham, meaning following the Spurs game. He's an Ireland international and he's been in stunning form, clocking up 46 appearances on the left flank this term. He's had a hand in 15 goals for Swansea, scoring 5 and laid on 10 assists, winning Swansea's Player of the Season award. But they have confirmed that he will be leaving at the end of June when his deal ends. Look, there'll be a whole host of English clubs after Manning's signature. But like someone said earlier as well, Premier League interest is likely to surface. That's the thing. Will he opt to go for Premier League? I guess it's all about game time and stuff, etc. So we'd have to see. Oh, there's the legend. That is Chris Moyles. Big up to you. Thank you very much, mate, for the super sticker. Make sure you check out Chrissy Moyles on Radio X. Top guy. I did subscribe. I think we've... Oh, here we go. He's back again. Look, what a guy. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for your support, because... even though sometimes it was, mocking and that, but I can take it. Nah, it's not fake, Moyles, this guy, he shouts me out on Radio X. we need to get him on. Chris, you're going to have to message me on Twitter or something, and maybe in the summer we can get you on for a chat. That'd be great if you could do that. And yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. RM. Is Chris Moyles a Leeds supporter? He is, yeah, man, definitely. But yeah, back to the article. Thanks, Chris, and like I say, drop me a message and we'll get you on, hopefully. So Leeds are interested in Ryan Manning, but like I say, Premier League interest potentially for him. Junior Firpo as well. Will he go? Like, will he leave? I mean, he's on a lot of money, right? So, look, they're saying that it seems like a solid, sensible signing. If only we could have, if only we could have done it this season. But like people say, he's got caps for his country and available for nothing, ready to step up to the Premier League. So it looks like he, might be out of our range. And also what you've got to factor in as well, obviously, Russell Martin, who's on his way to Southampton. That's all but confirmed. So, there you go. Dave Thornton, who, to be honest, sends me the clips. Dave is a long distance lorry driver. So listens to Chris a lot and sends me the clips when they've been on and that, etc. So yeah, we're doing the charity walk for Gary Speed. So we need to get a bit of coverage there. So that'd be great if you could do that. People saying, you got my vote in I'm a Celeb, Chris. There you go. He's probably not even watching now and we're still talking about him. Yeah, but I think, look, you've got to factor in that Russell Martin, who's on his way to Southampton as well, potentially he could look to move to Southampton. The thing is with Southampton, their squad's more so suited to the Championship than what ours is, maybe in terms of young prospects. Is it? I don't know, actually, because we've got a bit of experience of players that have played in it before as well. So maybe that's incorrect, but, they have got some good players. But then again, Romeo Lavia will move on. Bella Kotchap will probably move on. But, yeah, one to watch then, obviously, Leeds looking at a left-back, Ryan Manning. But the thing is, who's making these decisions, though, as well? Who's making these decisions? Because we don't even have a director of football, do we? So we'll have to wait and see. I believe they'll still be scouting and stuff, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look at some more of the latest news stories. This is about Willie Gnonto, this one. Let me just share the screen. This is from Sport Witness, not always bang on the money. And do you know what I have noticed? Gazzetta del Sporto and all these Italian links are never really good. Do you know what I mean? If I'm being honest, they seem to be a bit way off the mark. But it says there is an agreement. Claim club have made decisive shot to sign Leeds player. 10 to 15 million euros seems a low price. So reports in Italian media, so I'm pretty sure that Gnonto is leaving Leeds this summer. And there is an agreement that he can return to Serie A. Leeds are in the abyss as they risk relegation to the Championship, and that scenario would make Gnonto's price collapse this summer. It's Sassuolo, who are said to be making a decisive shot for the strike. Obviously, Sassuolo, previously managed by Roberto De Zerbi. They have Dominic Berardi there as well, who's a top player. 10 to 15 million euros would be an absolute joke. But yeah, again, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. And it's still an increase on what we paid for him. But, you keep him in the Championship for a season, you try get back up, keep him for another season in the Premier League, then you look to sell him on. That's what should be happening. But look, he's also been linked to bigger Italian clubs. Let's not forget as well, he was previously at Inter Milan, before he moved to Zurich. I believe he's an Inter Milan fan. Could they come a knocking again? Potentially. So that's one to watch. There's been a lot of talk about McKennie at Brighton, and I think it's mad. So this is from fichajes.net, which is a Spanish publication, which I'll go through with you as well. I mean, this is something, when I say about Rodrigo and that, they probably do move on, you know, and this is from a Spanish publication, and it's saying that Atletico Madrid want to sign Tyler Adams and Rodrigo. The Ellen duo have become critical players throughout the campaign. Apparently, Adams is attracting Premier League interest from Arsenal and Newcastle. That Arsenal one's bogus. I don't think he's of a level. People would disagree with me here, but Adams isn't of a level to play for Arsenal. Potentially would improve Newcastle, wouldn't improve Arsenal. They're being linked to Caicedo and Declan Rice. They're levels above Tyler Adams. People would disagree with me, but take your rose-tinted Leeds United glasses off. In terms of on-the-ball quality, Tyler Adams isn't that great. Yes, he's great as a disruptor, which is potentially what Newcastle need in front of the back four, which enables Bruno Guimaraes to play further up the pitch. They do need that destroyer. They need like Calvin Phillips-esque. Tyler Adams does that, but not to a level of Calvin. People, again, will disagree. So I don't see the links to Arsenal being credible. Newcastle, fair enough. And they're saying that Rodrigo, you know, could look to move on to Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid to bolster his squad, you know, as a squad option, potentially. So, yeah. To be honest, you see that as a more viable, a more viable link for him to return back to Spain, right? It would make sense for him to, you know, go back to Spain, especially if he wants to try get back in the Spain squad. Right, this is from the YEP. Andrea and his bid to take over Sampdoria. He's part of an asset management fund called Gestio Capital, who sent a binding offer to take over the club last week. And as we know, he was pictured in Sky Sports in Italy, arriving over there. We've all seen the images, to be fair. So he's going to go over there, maybe buy a stake and sell Leeds United to the 49ers. Tech, that's all good in it. It's time for him to move on. Yeah, Justin, I wasn't going to. It's got to go on, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's got to go on. I've just got to push through the pain barrier because we're all in pain. But it's been nice. It's felt a bit cathartic. We're chatting about all things, not really focused on the game. I apologise. But listen, there's 757 people here. So if you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video, by the way. We've only got 256. So people still want to watch. So that's great. That's great. So please do smash a like on the video. Right, this is another link to a Blackburn Rovers player, Adam Wharton. I don't know much about him. I can't lie to you. Some people will know more about these championship players than myself because as soon as we left, I stopped focusing. But let's have a look what this says. So according to Football League World, listen, when it says Leeds United are look to set the rival, the likes of Newcastle and West Ham for Blackburn Rovers young star Adam Wharton, we're not going to get him, are we? You know, we're not going to get him. Newcastle said to be most keen as they believe scouts have been sent to watch the young midfield star from various Premier League clubs. West Ham apparently keen. He's impressed this season whilst at Blackburn. He's the younger brother of Scott, who plays in central defence for Blackburn. Let's have a look. Central midfielder has played 22 games for the club so far, scoring twice and assisting a further 2 goals as well. They've already lost Bradley Dark, Ben Brereton, Diaz, Daniel Ayala. Wow, can you remember Daniel Ayala? At Middlesbrough, weren't he? He was a thorn in our side. Yeah, and like it says, any move from Leeds would likely be contingent on surviving the drop. Well, we're not going to survive the drop, so it is what it is. So Adam Wharton is a non-starter for me. That one's not going to happen. Wharton and cash for Harrison. says T. Davis. I don't think Jack Harrison's going to move to Blackburn, bro. Sorry about that one. What else is this? David Moyes chatting. What's David Moyes been chatting? And this is on Hammers News. I mean, this could happen. I mean, someone actually mentioned this in my chat the other day. So, I mean, I think we're. I think it's just because it's got Leeds United in the title, but it says, West Ham's Ben Johnson could be sold in the summer. He's gone down in the estimations of David Moyes. And it looks like he might be sold. I don't know why that's included us. I guess it's because he came on as a sub against us. But Ben Johnson, a right back. Do we need a right back? Probably. Yeah, probably. But I don't think that really concerns us. Would I take Bradley Dack? Says Dr. Cox. No. A couple of seasons ago, yes, but not now. Definitely not now. No. Right, okay. There we go. Jacob Murphy at Newcastle, I'd take 100%, but Jacob Murphy won't come to us now. Maybe if we'd have stayed in the Premier League, I would take Jacob Murphy. I said this before, but I don't think that he drops down to the chat. They'll probably keep him as a squad player anyway, Newcastle, to be fair, because their squad's not the biggest, is it? So, there's the Newcastle owners taking penalties or something. I take Matt Targett as a left back, yeah, agreed. But again, the thing with Matt Targett, Championship, aren't we? We're going to be Championship. I'll be getting these players, man. Unfortunately. Leicester O'Brien said, I think we were better when Bamford was on. We were. A lot of people have said in my comments, I still can't believe, Joe, you try to defend Paddy Bamford. I'm not. I'm saying that without him, we're worse. I watched Cage's video yesterday, and someone said in the comment, as soon as I seen the lineup, I knew Bamford was starting. I knew we were going to lose, and I was just thinking about it, thinking, well, who are you going to play instead of? This is what I don't understand. I don't know who are you going to play. Like, the fact is, Big Sam yesterday had to keep on an injured Rodrigo because we don't have anyone to replace him, and that includes Rutter on the bench. This is the thing, what you got to remember anyway. Bamford's going to be out for the weekend, and it's potentially that Rodrigo won't even make it. He might not even make it, because he was injured. So at the weekend, we literally might not have a striker at all. So we'll see, innit? This is what I'm saying. Those that are hoping that we'll stay up by a miracle if Bournemouth beat Everton, we're not beating Spurs. We will not beat Spurs. Will we? Let's be honest. Because who's going to bloody score the goals? No one. It's mad, isn't it? "11 wins since Bielsa got sacked," says Chris. It's mad, isn't it? And he was the problem, Do you know the last time we went to the London Stadium, we won, and Jack Harrison scored a hat-trick? Mad, innit? Second half underway. Anyway, folks, second half underway. Let's get the timer on there. Listen, Leicester have got us in 19th currently anyway, so it's going to be a lot worse. Joe, if Rutter is 1 for next season, what's the point in having him on the bench? It's unfair on the kid. Yeah, but you can't play him because it's unfair. Big Sam wants to win the games of football. And he clearly thinks with Rutter on the pitch, we've got a bigger chance of losing. So, yep. Here's what it is. Sonny Perkins' time to shine. Yeah. Listen, we wouldn't even be in this mess anyway. We wouldn't even be in this mess if we'd have actually backed Bielsa. Instead, we spent like 170 million on a manager who ain't got a fucking Scooby-Doo, and Victor Orta 40 knew best, instead of just letting the man who brought us up build it. Because even those, right, that say Bielsa was taking us down, yada, 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 them comments are a lot. Don't see them anymore. I don't see them anymore, you know. I even know people have changed their opinion and said, hands up, I got it wrong. But what I will say, even if you think he was taking us down, we wouldn't have been in that mess if we wouldn't have bought him players. Instead of offering him dross. Do you remember everyone used to say he got offered players? The three that I remember he got offered, right, were Harry Winks, can't get in the Spurs team. Terrible. Donny van der Beek, terrible. Ross Barkley, terrible. All these players were offered and Bielsa went, nope, nope, nope. Mental. Do you not even... Oh, Clive, leave it, man, will you? Even in the championship, he was offered Billy Sharp and what's the guy that was at Brighton? Glenn Murray, I think, to get us out. And they were never going to do what Bielsa asked them to. And he said both to them. So really, Victor Orta's talent ID might be not even that good. Clive T said, who said Bielsa was leaving it? That was the general consensus, but we don't know that, do we? They don't know that. And you're right, Jules. Those that are coming out now are trying to say we should have never got rid of Jesse are insane, man. Insane. No, I don't think he was offered Tagliafico, mate. All I'll say is as well, don't believe anything that comes out of the clubs. All this talk that Bielsa was going to leave anyway, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. It's good ball, Miggy Almiron. Handball. That's handball. Maybe he couldn't have got it out of his arm. Newcastle in the box. Freddie Matt says Bielsa would have laughed at the idea of McKennie. Yes, he would have, Freddie. 100%. It'd have been one of them again anyway, when he wouldn't have played like Izzy Brown, because he wouldn't have been able to get fit enough. Who we on about, Arthur? Who we on about? Which one? Oh, you're on about Rutter. Well, clearly don't think he's ready. No, I think he gets sold, mate. He's on too much. I think it will be, mate. But even still, we'd have to beat Spurs. We're not going to beat Spurs. We will not beat Spurs. Probably Harry Kane will score 4 against us or something. Yeah, exactly. Harry, if they'd have backed the guy, then of course he would. Why would he have left? Why would he have left? Why would he have left? If we'd have built on that 9th place finish, what reasons would he have had to leave? He never wanted to leave. Claudio loved that. Claudio, I mean, obviously, I sit next to Claudio at games. What's it like at the minute, bro? Must be mad. I mean, the atmosphere must be toxic. Like when Steve Evans and that were in charge, man. It's brutal, man. Almiron cross. I bet it's mad. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, this is the thing in it as well, Bully, right? If Bielsa was really going to leave, then why has he wanted to return to the Premier League? Why has he wanted to take on an Everton or a Bournemouth if he wanted to leave? Why? Why would he leave a club that he'd had 3 seasons at, right, to then come and work back in the Premier? It's all coming to me. They were bullshitting about that as well. Because why would you go, oh, I'm going to leave at the end of this season anyway, but then also look for jobs in the Premier League? It don't make sense. Something's not adding up here. BS rhetoric. BS rhetoric. No, but Danny, no. Danny, you said it. Oh, anyway, but listen, why wouldn't he sign more than a year contract? That's all he did, bro. That's nothing new, Jack. That's all he's ever done. That's all he's ever done. So that's nothing new. That is nothing new at all. Genuinely, it is, and it's all he's ever done. And he does that so that people, don't break these promises that he's got. Do you know what I mean? And also, it's actually a good thing, because if it do, can you imagine what the compensation would have been if Bielsa was on a 6-year deal, which I'd have given, by the way. Like when Alan Pardew got given a 6-year contract by bloody Mike Ashley. Can you imagine what the payoff? We barely would have had to pay Bielsa off. So it's probably a good thing. He's probably done himself a disservice. Because if he'd have signed a 4-year deal, he'd have been old compo, but he weren't about that life. He's not about that life. He's not about all that. Yes, bully, exactly. I can't put it up because you've used the CUNT word, but you bang on. Put the pieces together and nothing adds up, yeah? It's mad, innit, when you think like, oh, you were going to leave anyway? Because that's what happened. It came from, he was taking us down, he's rubbish. That's now stopped, and then it's all, well, he were leaving anyway. Something's not right there. Something's not right. Something don't add up. Oh, Tintin. They may have been mentally, physically, but Bielsa always said it only works for so long. Do you know, I was watching the debrief earlier. Brownie made a fantastic point. That season that we finished 9th, we signed 4 players. 4, right? Dan James, who's now at Fulham. Christopher Clarkson, who's now a 3rd choice keeper. Jack Harrison on a permanent, so we already had him anyway. And 1 more. I'm not sure who that other one. Firpo. That's all we got after finishing 9th. Now, had they have done what they did this summer, when we finished 9th, we'd be sound. Mid-table, not even talking about relegation. Playing a lovely brand of football. That is insane when you think about it. You cannot stand still in this game. But what they did this time, they didn't stand still. They tried to replenish the squad. And we were happy with the deals in the summer. But what they did do is replaced a very good manager with a guy that is on record as saying, I'm not about tactics. I'm all about creating an environment. This is the Premier League. The Premier League, and the manager wasn't about tactics. He was about creating an environment. That is insane. When you deep that, when you think about that your manager says on record that I'm not about tactics, I'm all about creating an environment. Wow. Mental. Well, exactly, Dr. Cox. They were the signings that we had. Mr. Mushman says, the season you finished 9th, watching Leeds was a pleasure. The City game at Ellen Road, which finished 1-1, was a joy to watch. How far you have fallen in... Exactly, bro, man. Mr. Mushman 182, big up to you. And I hate to do this, but you know what? I told everyone. I told y'all. No one wanted to hear it, though. But they're to blame. They're to blame. Those at the top. We a lot of us fell for it. I did as well. You know, we all fell for the rhetoric that was coming from the football club. Even I was one of the last to turn on Victor Ortt because I was like, yeah, but he's passion. Yeah, Joe, there's something in that as well. Those that went to him and tried get him to change his ideas and then he didn't. He just doubled down on them. But they know now. Luke Ayling apparently was one of these players. We don't know. But how do you think Luke Ayling's feeling now? Or these players that did do that, how do you think they're feeling now? Look what Luke Ayling's interview said. He said, yeah, teams used to fear us. Now they don't. We can't even play for 2 halves of football. So if he was one of them, I'm not too sure. I don't want to make claims that I don't know the answers to. But those that did go see Bielsa and say, can we change something? And he went, no, and he doubled down on it. Maybe they should have just said, you know what? I think this guy might know what he's doing. I think I was languishing in the middle of the championship, going nowhere, playing for lower-end clubs. Never going to reach the... Do you remember I used to say to people, and I think a lot of people said it, these are championship players. But Bielsa's turned water into wine. And people used to say to me, Joe, will you stop saying the championship players now? They're not. As soon as he's gone, they've regressed back to what they were. You know, because that's what they are, a lot of them. Let's be honest. Yeah. Mental. Bro, Ryan, he wasn't even that. He's a bloody motivational speaker. A speaker, that's all. That's all he is. I can't believe that he's going to get the USA men's national team job. But there's a little part of me, the little evilness in me, that wants him to get it. So that all them USA men's national team accounts, I'm coming for yous. I'll go through my Twitter mentions and find them accounts and be like, he enjoying it? He enjoying it? It's good, innit? Yeah, Claudio, a lot to answer for in that respect. I'll never forget, listen, I like this person. I've met this person. I have this person's number, so I'm not like trying to be, you know, but I'll never forget how much pain I felt when we left that ground and I got on that bus to go back to the services, and already the Athletic with Ornstein, Phil had already tweeted that he was going to get the boot. So they already knew. They already knew, man. Straight away, it was full time like this. I was like, nah, can't believe this. Here's Newcastle anyway. Isak, what a save. What a save. Yeah, Justin. It's a mess, but look forward, not back, fella. No, because all we have is, like, we'll look at this season. Like, you look at this season now, yeah? If Bamford scores against Newcastle, if Bamford scores against Leicester, we're not even in the relegation zone. That's what it is. It's all about moments. And when Leeds United go down and we look back at this because genuinely, right, this is what my head was always at. And maybe it's delusions of grandeur. Maybe it's thinking Leeds United are bigger than what they are. But I always believed once we got in the Premier League, that was us then. We would never come back down. And that maybe that is delusional. But the reason I thought that is because we're a massive club. We're a massive club. Commercial things alone, being able to attract players, all these things, I thought we'll never go back down now. We'll be sound. We're on a good footing. How wrong I was, because how poorly run this football club is. I've said it and I'll say it again. It's League One behind the scenes. I know people that work closely with the club that told me that while I was on that charity walk last season. It is League One behind the scenes. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. This is a Premier League club, right? And this Premier League club was not paying people that was doing work for them. Contributors to the programs and all this were not paid by a Premier League club. They had to be outed on Twitter in order for them people to get paid. This is a Premier League club. Can you listen, regardless of what you think of owners, but can you imagine the Newcastle owners, the Leicester owners, the Man United owners, the Arsenal owners, the Villa owners reaching out to YouTubers, messaging YouTubers in the middle of games? What is going on here, people? It's a shit show from top to bottom. Mental, isn't it? Isn't it mental, though? It really is. Sorry, Noli, I'm on one tonight. We'll do more of this as well. Nope. Nope. Massively disagree. Let's not. This is revisionism, rewriting history. Javi Gracia got. I mean, I don't know the numbers, but did Jesse win 4 games in like 20 odd? Come on now, please. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's go. Just reading through some more of your comments. Sorry, I'm well behind. Isak, chance now for Newcastle saved. Yeah, it is a championship club now. Cheers, Lee. Thank you for that. If Leeds pull it off, what are you going to say then? Not over till the Fat Sam sings. If Leeds pull it off, right, reset. Like, you know, it's mad, isn't it? Because I was listening to the Square Ball earlier and they were saying, like, people will still be angry. After you come from that elation of staying up, knowing these clowns, knowing Radrazani, probably Otter and that, they come back on the pitch like they did last season, pointing at Jesse like he was some sort of messiah. You know, you'd have Victor Otter doing things saying, I knew it. We never go down. 16 years, 3 years Premier League, I never take you down. All that cod's wallop. They'd think they did it. But listen, we're going down. We're already done out here. Smash a like. Let's get Joe to 30k. Big up. That's the next milestone, isn't it? Nah, bricks on the course. I disagree, mate. I disagree, mate. But I don't know if that's in response to me, Joseph, but you don't have to watch if you don't want, bro. It's fine. Here's Leicester. It'd just be our luck, you know, that, like Leicester to go and win. You know what I mean? Thomas into Barnes. Barnes has come on. Madison's come on as well. Do you know what? This was probably Dean Smith's plan. This was Dean's. Yeah, but this is the thing as well, bro. Yeah. Like Clive T's mentioned about the Everton fan. You know, everyone used to go mad for that Gadji, who's a Liverpool fan. Half of the people at the club don't support Leeds United, and people go, "Oh, you're the best, man. You're the best. What a guy. Yeah, love you. Love you for them tweets that you do from the club. Oh, amazing, man. I don't even support this football club, man. People creaming over them for a few likes on Twitter and that, like creaming over them. Oh, yeah, you're such a top guy. Yeah. Don't even follow this football club. They don't give a shit about you or me or this club. None of them do. These are the facts behind it. But that's what it is. What it is, man. It just pisses me off, man, because you know it's fans. It's fans that get stick. It's content creators that get stick. Them like, yeah, but what about this guy? Yeah, man, he's you know, doesn't even follow our football club, but because he works for the football club, it's like, yeah, man, want to be mates with him, me, man. Oh, you're minted tweeting stuff from club. God, League One behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Yeah, Paul, I will be doing late night Leeds. It's going to be called late night Leeds. Going to do it late on. See, there points enough for Newcastle as well, isn't it, to confirm Champions League? So James Madison coming on. Remove. Isak coming off. Can't believe I don't want to see the bloody table. Don't want to see the bloody table. Sergeant says, you still going full time if we go down, mate? I don't know if it's going to be feasible, bro. I don't know if it's going to be feasible, but we'll see, innit? We'll see. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure because I still probably will do a lot of watch-alongs and that. We'll just see what happens in it. I really enjoy going live. People watch it. Like even now, yeah, there's 850 people here. You know, I didn't expect that tonight, so it's humbling and it's great that yous are all here connecting and on the show and that. So thank you for that. It means a lot, genuinely. I'm dying for a coffee, I tell you that much. Dying for a coffee, but I didn't go for a break, did I? We were too busy chatting. Yeah. Yeah, the watch-alongs will continue, Rhiannon, provided we can get the games, right? That's what we've got. Thing is, though, on the Championship, you get a lot of I follow. You get a lot of I follow. No, Tershana, Halifax were in the... I'm not even sure you... Did Halifax win yesterday? I was too busy, you know. I went to see my friend yesterday after the game, man. I was supposed to be on Talk TV with Mark Saggers. I got asked to do another podcast, and I went, nah. I just said I need my head. I went to a beach. Went to Whitley Bay. I went to Whitley Bay to see my friend. I just sat by the beach for a bit. It was really nice, to be honest. My hair blowing in the wind and that. Halifax won. See, I don't even know, man. Loads of people, all my Facebooks, all my people from Halifax are just full of it. But yeah, Tim, I think we will be back as well. Joe, you need to get in that gym and get swole up. I know, man. I'm being there as well. I haven't even been there for a bit. Maybe Newcastle get one in the 17th minute. Listen, if anyone's going to win this, it's Leicester, man. It's written. Bully says, sad to see Joe like this. Is what it is. Is what it is, isn't it? Jamie says, Whitley Bay is unreal. That's all right. Rob Kelly said, Joe, do every watch along. I mean, 46 games, you know. 46 games. 46 games. Damn. It's a lot of games, isn't it? Yeah. But listen, if we get the manager right, everything is set up for us to return at the first time of asking. I know other people disagree, and that's fine. Everyone's got their opinions. But I think we return. Don't forget the cup games when we get to the final. Oh. Joe, you've got the air of a man at the gallows. Oh, mate, don't worry. Just wait till it's confirmed properly. Do you know what will happen, don't you, right? Bournemouth will go 1-0, man, and we'll be like, oh, my God. But we're just not. We probably won't beat Spurs. Carl says, look at our players, Joe. No, listen, I know they haven't been great this season, but they're better than most players in the Championship, believe me. Allison says, Joe, 49ers have been in Leeds for a week. Yeah, I've heard a few things that talks are progressing well, so... Tommy G, yeah. Good to see you back on all these TV last night, Rhiannon. I missed that. Like I say, I switched it all off. I tweeted out about me 20k and then that was it. Can't believe we hit it either, by the way. I said, didn't I? There's an opportunity. We hit 20k. Joe, what does a draw here do for us? Puts us in 19th. And probably gives us less a chance staying up. Because even if Everton lost, Leicester will probably beat West Ham. Leicester will beat West Ham. Leicester will show us what you're supposed to do. Like Dean Smith's done well here today by dropping Barnes and Maddison and saying, right, let's stay in the game. And then he's brought them on. But people are saying post again. It's just one of them days for Newcastle. In comes Trippier then with the cross. Oh, wow. Who was it? Who hit it off the post there? We've had another super chat from Luke. Thanks, mate. He says, loving the content all the way from Oz. Need clean out from owners down starting next week. Does Sam stay? I don't think so, mate. Not that I'm that dead against it, but if we're going to... Oh, it's a bad challenge maybe by Luke Thomas. If we're going to reset, we might as well do it with a certain style, right? With a certain style, we might as well... We might as well go down that route and set up a bit like Burnley did with Company, you know, or Bruno Guimaraes. Wow. It's an open goal. Here's Alan St. Maximan. That's a lovely ball. Chance. No, Tielemans has done well. Here's Barnes. Oh, he's give it away. Trippier. Almiron. Newcastle are going to score here. I can feel it. Yeah, I think I think the 49ers will want their own man as well, right? So it looks all brand new. That's what they'll do. They'll just come in and go, right, let's start afresh. Here's St. Maximan. Decent turn. Shoot. Oh, poor from Elliot Anderson. Way over. This is the thing, innit, Sam? First of all, ownership. It's ownership, and then it's manager, you know? Bruno Guimaraes has got a score on his back post there when you see it back. Piss poor. Really bad. Have you seen that? Newcastle 20 shots. Leicester have had none. 20 shots. And Leicester have had none. Jamie Vardy. Might be worth sticking a fiver on Leicester, folks. Hope this isn't another Jerry Mina. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, mate. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. 852 people watching, by the way. If you haven't already, smash a like on the video. That's what I'm saying, Jamie, as well. This is the thing. We have so much bigger resources. We have money. We have player sales. We have parachute payments. We're in it. People don't want to hear it, but I think it'll. I think we'll be all right, but we'll see in it. Lee Chappie just hit 17k. Well done, Lee Chappie. Big shout out to him. Newcastle knocking on the door, though. 20 times they've knocked on the door. There is no one home. Would you take Vardy next season? Yeah. But if Leicester go down, he'll be in the Championship, won't he? Yep. Vardy's a killer. You know, he's lost that yard of pace now, hasn't he? So, and when you're playing as he does, you need that, right? But I don't see him, you know, going anywhere else. Do you? Tommy G says the manager is the most important thing. We have to get that right. Southampton not messing about. Got Russell Martin in from Swansea straight away. We should have been having them conversations. Nice head of that. Isak into St. Maximan. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Oh. Is it completely out of the realms of possibility to win the title next season with the right transfer window, says Harry H. Knight. In terms of who? Leeds United. Most important thing is director of football, says Bricks on the Coast. Maybe don't even do that. Just give it a manager, like, you know. Bielsa might as well have done it himself anyway. Trippier, good ball, save, keeper. Corberan, potentially, mate. Yeah, potentially. Elliot Anderson with the strike. Longstaff, sorry. Does this game affect Leeds? Yeah. If it stays like this, we drop to 19th. Trippier, Cross, Isak was waiting. Oh, and also what you've got to remember as well, like if by some miracle Leeds United, Everton lose, then Leicester also have a chance to stay up on the final day if they get a point. Yeah, I agree with you, Paul, about us being financially stable. I do, mate. I do. Yeah, and Tommy G, I've started to think like this as well. It's going to be exciting, isn't it? Because the thing is, at Leeds, it's not going to be boring this summer because you're going to have new ownership. You're then going to have a new manager. You're then going to lose players and also see new players come in. And the season starts earlier in the Championship. So we'll see in it. Jacob Murphy's coming on anyway. Yeah, that's a good point. At least we'll get that. You think, anyway. You think, don't you? Do Newcastle confirm Champions League with the point? Let's have a look. 4. Yeah. They confirm anyway with the point, don't they? It's all the Tuesdays. I know, yeah. Hey, God. Darren C says, I think, yeah, I've said it, mate. I don't give Jesse no flowers, mate. Rafinha kept us up, and Tyrone Mings, and Callum Wilson. Would Mark Jackson be no, definitely not. Nah, Mark Jackson's just been finished at Dons. He's not the manager, man. Nah, not for me, bro. Not for me. Free kick given against Longstaff on Ndidi. Oh, he is, isn't he, man? He is. He is, man. He's an absolute goat. Yeah, I tell you what happened yesterday as well. A Brighton fan gave me a 50 quid super chat. Oof. Insane, man. Brighton fan. Look at them two Geordies. The fuming that he's taking his time with his... But this is a great point for Leicester because it takes them to the final day. Takes them to the final day, doesn't it? If Leicester lose, I mean, they're still in it, but Everton would only need a point, wouldn't they? So... Luke says, I remember 04, we're in a better position. That's what I'm better. We are. We don't... we have the 49ers investment arm, Peter Lowy, a multi-billionaire, ready to go. Ready to go, So let's see, innit? Will going down affect the stadium upgrade? Yes, 100%. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But this is another thing as well. I'm not advocating this, by the way. I'm just saying, like, that's another thing the club did. What were they doing? When they appointed Jesse, they gave him no one. He just became a puppet. Who did they give him? Cameron Toshak, who's, I don't know what he's done. Who else? Rennie Maric, who once did some data at fucking Borussia Dortmund. What else, man? And then they brought Chris Armas, who did nothing. Mental. No, I don't think that's right, Paradox. Nah, 49ers are they're still moves. They still take us over, bro. They definitely still take us over. Click me on that, they will. The noise coming out's all good, mate. So, and they're out there that, Radrazani's already looking to buy another football club, so he's already done one, mate. The 49ers will come in, yeah. Hopefully we're just a yo-yo team in the Championship. No, I don't. We're too good for that, man. But again, delusions of grandeur, maybe. But We shouldn't have, yeah. You watch Sunday straight after all move fast, I think, says Chris. Yeah, probably it will do, yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. We'll finish against Tottenham and then we'll hear all sorts, man. There'll be press releases and everything. Kate has said she thinks Adams will stay. Not a cat in hell's chance. Not a cat in hell's chance. Loads of clubs will be after Tyler Adams. Not a chance he stays in the Championship, man. He's the USA men's national team captain and played in the Champions League. He is not... he's not staying in the Championship. No, but Joe, what we have to remember, right? If you get the manager right, then it ain't going to be no slog. Because look when we got the Bielsa. Look at that. Look what we did there. It was not a slog. Yeah, we messed up in the first season. More so to experience. But the second season, we romped it, man. So... mate, if that happens, mate, I'll stay alive for 24 hours, man. But it's not happening. You know, my mate messaged me, oh, you never know. I said, no, mate. He's a Man United fan. I said, no, mate. It's done, man. Yeah, this is what I've been hearing as well, that renegotiation of terms currently ongoing. Yeah, they're going to take... Look, the thing is with 49ers, right? If they had no investment in the club, then fair enough. But the 49ers already own 44%. They're already in. They're just not the majority shareholder. They're not then just going to get rid of their shares. They'd have to sell them. So they'd have to get a buyer for them. There's all these different things. So the 49ers, this isn't like a gentleman's agreement when they say, end of this season, you take over. The agreement's already in place for 2024, but they're going to bring it forward. But they own 44% of our football club, people. So they're not just going to go and say, oh, we're in the Championship now, we're done. They own it. They own 44% of it. So, you know, they'll take some more. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. It's just getting the right man. Getting the right man. Getting the right man in the door. Yeah, I agree with this, Mr. Dodo. That's what I'm saying. That's the way they'll say it. Exactly, Jamie. They'll just buy us for less. But what does that mean? What does that mean? They got some more cash swirling about. Listen, folks, we've got 951 people watching. If you haven't already, smash a like on the video for me. This is not good for us. No, it's not, bro. Because what will happen now, even if we win, we're also competing with Leicester then. Do you know what I mean? So, nah, Sam, I'm not. No, I'll be here, mate. I'll be here. I mean, imagine, like, Leicester haven't even had a shot yet. They haven't even had a shot. Mental. Well, Sean, you hope that the 49ers will be making the decisions, right? I know they're involved in well, they've got to have been involved in, you know, some of the decisions. It's not been all just Rads, but you just hope that with them being the sole proprietor of the football club, then they'll go and do something. Nah, we don't have a better goal difference than Leicester Leeds, say, do we? Hell. Our goal difference, yeah, is minus 27. Theirs is minus 18. This is what I'm saying. This is not good. It's really not good. Because, like, there you can see here, I'll just scroll in for you. That's ours. And that's theirs. So the thing is, even if by some way that Everton don't win, we're now competing with Leicester as well. And Leicester have got to go to West Ham. So really, we need Newcastle. If we're to have any hope, then we need Newcastle to score. But yeah, the one with Everton as well, like that, it's close enough to expect to swing. Close enough to expect to swing if they were to get beat, and then we were to win. Then it's close enough to expect to swing. But if Leicester are on the same points as us, then we are up shit creek. If they win, then definitely. Or they're in here. Tielemans nearly gets Barnes in. Trust me, this will be mad. Grasping at Pew Bears, exactly. This would be mad if they went and won this. Samari is Madison, look. James Madison, Mr. Leicester. He gets it wrong. Look at Dean Smith get a gross. He knows how important this is, you know, Dean Smith. A point's massive for them. And Diddy's on the deck. Claire Balding's coming on, not Anthony Gordon. Terrible by him. Terrible by. Absolutely woeful by. Miguel Almiron is coming off. And Diddy's on the deck. What's he doing? Get off, mate. Your team wants to go get a winner. Is he playing it? Radaby says, can we just accept we're down? People, time to move on. Yeah, I believe we are, bro. I believe we are. But even this, even if you get a miracle, now it's definitely, you know what I mean? Because now we'd need Everton and Leicester both to lose and us to win. It's not happening, is it? So... So Ndidi's coming off and on comes Papi Mendy. No. Napoli is Mendy. Papi Mendy's the one at Spurs, in my apologies. Come on then, Newcastle. Well, Newcastle only need a point as well, don't they? So this is enough for them. Trippier with a foul on Barnes, wasn't it? Oh, does he not get a card for that? You already got a card there, wouldn't you? 974 watching, folks. If you haven't already, smash a like on the video for me. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 live viewers. I'm really shocked at how many people are watching, to be fair. I thought we'd get next to no tonight. So big up to each and every one of you. Thank you for that. Make sure we check out Football Prizes as well. The sponsors of the Just Joe Football Show. Leicester in the ascendancy, you know. Isak chasing down Everson. Everson is terrible kicker, you know. Dan Burn, big head. 80% possession for Leicester in the last 5 minutes. Imagine. Here's Maddison. What? No, he dived. He didn't even touch him. I hate that, James Maddison. Do you know he's got that from a screen? Do you know he's got that from a screen? Watch. He don't even touch him. Lazy my ass, man. He goes, ah! And that's what gets him the free kick. Referees the game himself, him. Look at the referee giving the big one as well. Joke. Joke. Maddison, imagine. What does this do if they get one? Leicester City would go on to 34, and that'd be us and Everton down. Tielemans, why haven't they put it straight in the box? Why haven't they put it straight in the box? What was that decision? Maddison. What a save by Nick Pope! Nick Pope with an absolutely unbelievable save. That chance there could go down in Leicester folklore. Oh my days. Timothy Castagna on the volley. First shot of the night. It's on target. But Nick Pope with an unbelievable save. Wow. That is some save, wasn't it? My God. What a save. What a save that is. Over 1,000 people watching. Leicester, that will go down in history. We talk about Bamford's misses and that. Oh, they might be in. They'll go, oh, what if Castagna had scored? What if, do you know what I mean? It's mad how the cookie crumbles, man. Leicester fans probably thought then. Timothy Castagna with the unreal strike. Oh, Daka could be in. Nick Pope comes out. What a save, man. There'll always be in England and Leeds United and a Just Your Football Show stream. There will be, Andrew. Thank you very much. That's what I said earlier, right? You're ready. I was gutted. I wasn't going to do this. I didn't see what's the point. Well, this is the point. There's 1,000 people watching. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And people keep asking me about, oh, will you do it with the Championship and that? But I used to do it all LEEDS TV in the Championship. But you know what? I say to them people that worry that I might not do it now that we're not a Premier League club.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
This is what we're talking about. Hey, no worries, Henry. No worries. What does this result mean for Leeds? It means we need a you know, a double miracle now. A double miracle. Do you know what I mean? Because we'd need Everton and Leicester to both lose now. And this has put us in 19th as well. So we're literally right at the bottom. You know what I mean? Right at the bottom. So it's it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good at all. Newcastle have had about, what, 30 shots? Leicester won. But what a save by Nick Pope, you know, to be fair. Anthony Gordon heads it on. Just goes through to Everson. This has helped Leicester, though, hasn't it? It's got them to the final day. They know a win against West Ham, you know, a Leeds loss and an Everton loss. Leicester are not out of it. And we all thought they'd get spanked. We all thought they'd get spanked, but they haven't. Get Maddison being told, come on, get down over here. Probably going to get a point. This is huge, man. Huge point for Leicester. I think people are saying that's full time. Obviously, I'm slightly behind. But it does look like the full-time whistle has gone, folks. There you go. The full-time whistle has gone. Leicester have made the job even tougher for Leeds United. Newcastle are jubilant. Newcastle have confirmed Champions League. big up to them. What an achievement for Newcastle. They haven't won the game, but look at them, man. Look at how happy they are, and they deserve it. Champions League football. There's big Alan Shearer. What an achievement for Newcastle. What an achievement for Eddie Howe. You know, even the money that they've spent and that. Look at them players there. Jacob Murphy, Sean Langstaff, Dan Burn. They're Champions League footballers. Elliot Anderson, Anthony Gordon, Nick Pope. Nick Pope got relegated with Burnley last season. My man's a Champions League goalkeeper now. Anthony Gordon nearly got relegated with Everton. Fabian Schär, Joel Linton, players that were done. This is what a coach does. Do you remember? This is what I told people about this. Big up to Newcastle. But Leicester aren't done now. They look down. They look, you know. No, but they didn't buy success, really. They've done really well. Newcastle confirmed Champions League. Man United, it's still in the balance. If Man United lose their game in hand this week, then it goes to the final day. And Liverpool have got better goal difference than them. That would be sweet. If we're going to go down, you know, Steve, I live in not too far. Don't take it personally, mate. Like, why thing? I was the same with Forest. I live in Sunderland, but yeah. What are you on about, man? Just really weird, isn't it? And of course, Leicester's still not done, but it's an unbelievable achievement for Newcastle. So fair play to them. Leicester move up a place. A win for them and losses for Everton and Leeds keeps them up. They have a much better goal difference than us as well, and much better goal difference than Everton. So we'll see. But yeah, listen, folks, it's 10 o'clock. I will be back here at 10:15 for the final word, where we'll be talking all things Leeds United. Bro, I wouldn't worry about it, mate. You know, there's still a chance. I still think Everton will beat Bournemouth, but you've got a better chance than Leeds. You've got a better chance than Leeds now. You've got a better chance than Leeds. So, yeah, ours is even worse now. It's worse than when the game starts. There's Trippier, Longstaff, and Nick Pope talking about Champions League. Yeah, CISVP. I'll be doing that later on as well. But listen, 10:15, we're live for the final word. Make sure you join me there. Peace out.
Show must go!